It's the ladies in the living room, and we're here to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Aren't we, Kristen?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. So I need to tell you, Kristen, you're going to die when I tell you what I just saw. Okay. On Instagram, I just saw on Sutton Strack, our friend Sutton Strack.
Oh, yeah.
I just saw that they are hiring at her e-commerce company, at her, what is it called? Sustainable fashion.
Yeah, and you talking about the Sutton store or her Sutton
Sutton
line?
store, whatever. SuttonStrack.com.
I don't even know what it. Yeah.
Apply here. Anyhow, she's hiring, I don't know, people that want to maybe sell her clothes, like brand management, all this stuff.
Okay.
And Laura is in the comments laughing my ass out because it is hilarious. I mean, they're literally like, what are we gonna do with your big wallet, you douchebag? Like she's looking.
She's getting annihilated.
She's getting annihilated in the comments.
Oh,
and they're like, figure out how to post a link, you big ass. Like, they were like, what's wrong with you? You know, how big's your wallet, you douchebag? I mean, it is just hilarious. Like, and then somebody's like, Sutton, will you fly me in and take care of all my expenses? And she answers back, and she just goes,
She answered?
She answered back. It says, at Sutton Strack, and it's just, ma'am. She just said, ma'am.
That's all she wrote.
Like, ma'am, what do you think, ma'am? You're going to handle, what do you think I'm going to? She won't fly her own mother in. She's making her mother sit in an airport for 13 hours. You think she's going to fly
in Augusta?
And then there were some people that were like, please, I'm quite fancy out of my scrubs. I'm a nurse by day, but please hire me, Sutton. Could you imagine? And then people are like, that poor Avi looks so stressed. You're like, all Sutton's going to do
so bad for him.
is run her mouth and scream at you all day. Like, anyway, it was
what
just
is
hilarious.
he still doing there? But she must be paying him.
Hold on,
well.
I have to read the thing because it actually. Let me go to Instagram.
That is so
and pull
great.
it up what she's actually looking for. But I was like, damn.
So she's looking
Sutton.
to hire people.
Yeah, like. Can you
for
imagine?
Her e-commerce? Like
here, I'll show you.
For her online?
Sutton Strack. Here it says.
Name
Job
them.
opportunity at SuttonBrands.com. Sutton Brands is seeking committed individuals who are enthusiastic about learning and advancing their careers with us. What's circular? Circular and sustainable fashion, e-commerce, celebrity brands, and entertainment management. So, listeners, if anybody out there wants to go work for Sutton, bless your heart, Strack. What the fuck do you people want from me? You want to go work for bipolar, menopausal, crazy bizatch? You can go straight to Sutton Brands. We are hiring, and go into the comments and pee your pants.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I can't wait to look this up.
They're like, you dumb bitch.
And I want to read the comments. I just want to read
Oh, my God. It's so funny. Anyway, poor Sutton just put out a job opportunity, and people are like,
oh, God. She's
really
asking for it. I don't know what's going on.
But getting into Beverly Hills now, this episode from last night.
It was chock full.
Holy crap.
Oh.
It's chock full. That dinner, that's St. Lucia. Boom, they're in St. Lucia. Boom.
They went right at it.
And they went right into dinner. They're all getting
right
dressed.
into it.
Wait, were they all wearing white because it was like supposedly a white party? Or is it just like, we're in St. Lucia, now we all have to be in our Labor Day?
Was that just by chance? Well, you know, Kyle and what's her name? Garcelle had the same dress on.
Who wore it better?
But they were all wearing white.
They were all wearing white. I mean, listen.
I just realized that.
If I went to St. Lucia, I'd put on white, of course. But they were all in white.
They were in, I wonder if
there was no sparks of color anywhere.
Yeah. I wonder if that was in the memo. Like, you got to wear white.
And then, of course, they're ordering their dinners, and it's like, can I have a half? Can I have this? Can I have the shrimp with no shrimp? Can I have the with a side of shells?
Can I was like, salad
how
without
many?
The feta cheese?
I know. Thank you. I was like, how many freaking orders can this guy take?
I felt bad for that freaking waiter. Every one of them had something that was like, can you make it like this?
By the way, and I hate to say it, but Kyle wore it better.
I think so.
Garcelle did not work for her.
No.
Yeah,
I do agree.
Not
and Kyle's got that like rocking body now because you know she's like working out like 3 hours a day.
Excuse me, that her in that bikini. Kyle was always a bit of for a short girl.
Yeah.
She was carrying extra weight.
Yeah.
And she was always covered up, like in one piece and with a cover up.
Yeah.
Now her body is all booming.
Oh, I did notice how tiny she is because when you see, like, Bose must be like close to 6 feet. She looks really tall. Bose, Kyle next to Bose.
I know.
She's at least a foot over her.
That's what we would call
Bo's tiny.
a pipsqueak. Sutton might call her, "Oh, you a pipsqueak."
But I think her presence is like a big presence. She's really like very camera friendly and big.
Kyle's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
Her face is
so
beautiful.
you don't like when you see how little you go, oh, she's a tiny.
She's tiny.
One.
She reminds me of Demi Moore.
She does look like Demi Moore.
I want to bring up that I thought it was great that Dory doesn't like to be naked in front of PK. And then Bose was like, what?
That was a little weird.
Like, what? Whoa. If you can't be naked, she's like, I want to be naked, naked, naked. Emotional naked, my body naked.
Yep.
And she's like, that's intimacy. And Bose is right. I mean, I don't know.
She's totally right.
A lot of women that like to strut it around.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I would imagine.
But around your husband.
Dory's kind of like a thermometer with boobs.
Oh, man.
You know, like she's thin.
She's extremely thin. She's got a hot bod too. I'd be
She's got
showing
a
it
hot
off.
bod.
I'd be like, "Hey, PK."
I would
There
be
is no
too.
PK anymore.
If I had those bodies,
PK, look at me.
I would ride around Beverly Hills.
Like, yeah,
Nakado.
of course.
I'd be showing up at Sprinkles, the cupcake place, completely naked, looking for a shot of frosting. That's what I'd be doing.
I know you would.
I would if I had that body, but I don't and never will. Now, Jennifer Tilly tells a story about when she had the bubbles on her in the movie The Women.
That was really
And
funny.
her boyfriend was like, oh my God. Like they
what are you
saw everything.
wearing?
And she's like, this guy's never seen me naked.
Yeah.
And then she was talking about how she would get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And do her makeup.
And do her
It's like,
makeup. She wanted to look pretty when they woke up together. Oh my God.
so funny. She
Yeah.
would wake up looking beautiful for her boyfriend.
And
Or she's like, I would go in, which every woman does, right? Like, go position yourself.
Of course.
In between the covers, like in the most perfect way. And she's like, I'm realizing he's never seen me naked before. And then here's the whole world seeing it in the camera. I mean, in the movie. So I just thought that was quite lovely.
She is such a comic relief. I say that all the time. She's a breath of fresh air too.
So
Jen Tilly. She's
I love
great.
her. I love her. I love that laugh.
Oh man.
So now Dorit and Sutton, and
She
Dorit
goes right into it.
goes right into it.
Because she just hits it right on. Like
She's like,
boom.
you've been mean-spirited to me. And Sutton says, we all failed each
See,
other.
He has to bring everyone in. Like, don't just look at me. Look at everybody. This
Sutton
is
is truly
insufferable.
on the edge. Like
Mhm.
she is like to work for her. I could not. I would love to just do it as like
No.
as just as like an experiment to be
Yeah.
like, whoa. But I think
just to have something to tell.
I think
like
it
a
would-
story to tell.
it would turn my straight hair to pipe cleaners. And
I'd be crying every
I'd be
day.
rocking in a corner like, I'm sorry, Sutton. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just call my husband. Have him pick me
But
up.
Laura, with your background, you have worked with very difficult people.
I've
you've
worked with a
told me some
lot of
stories,
celebrities.
and
Yes.
you've had a lot of different celebrity personalities. Not that
But-
Sutton is
but
quite a celebrity.
let me say
but I think
this.
you could handle
But
her.
let me say this.
You could handle
I've worked with many a reality star as well as a publicist. And
Okay.
let me tell you,
her. Yeah.
they are worse than any A or B list star.
I can
truly,
imagine.
because they think they're something special,
Yeah.
and they ain't.
And they hate.
And they're crazy, and they've gotten a little bit of this fame now,
Yeah.
and it's gone straight
their
to their head. And Sutton's nuts anyway. So she's just a recipe for disaster.
I would love to see how it would go if you worked for her.
I would never.
Oh, I know you would never do it.
And we're here in New York, and she's in
And
California.
she'll just take like 10 years off your life.
Oh
I
my
feel
God.
like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
It would be all over. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my God. But then I
Um,
like how Erika jumps in because Erica's just waiting for someone to
Erika's
get
been
and
great.
Sutton, and then she's putting it in with
Erika's
such
great.
perspective.
Right. And
Right?
she's saying,
And Dorit needs someone to have her back. We know Bose does, but Erika does too.
well, they're going back and forth because she's
Yeah.
saying, look, Sutton, I believe that you mean what you say when you say it, but you say something different every time. So it's confusing.
Exactly.
Like, who knows what you're really, is
Yeah.
it really a low blow, or is it really, you being, a jerk? Or are you really apologizing? Like, nobody knows, Sutton.
Exactly.
And then she's
like,
like,
do I have to put my hand on the Bible?
Yeah, well, maybe you do because you crazy.
You cray
The
cray.
devil's gotten into you, Sutton. And then Sutton's like, don't tell me what I can and can't do, Dorit. And Dorit's just like, you need to take accountability. And what I like about it
Yeah,
is that Dorit stays calm
she does.
and she's not backing down.
No.
She's not backing down.
No, she's not.
Because she keeps going. And Sutton. So
That's
then.
good. Dorit has a strong personality, which I think is what's
And
getting
she
her through
stays calm.
life.
And let me tell you, I am somebody who, if I'm really upset, and I'm upset, that the calmer the other person is, the more crazy it makes me.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's happening with Sutton. She gets crazy. She loses. She sparks. And she just...
Yeah.
It just... The whole thing just goes up like a Roman candle.
When there's a confrontation, right? Sutton cowers.
Total.
Dory doesn't.
No.
So I really...
And Sutton always turns
Erika
it around.
Doesn't. Erika doesn't cower.
And Sutton always turns it around to make herself be the victim.
Always.
But I do like that she did take accountability for the wallet comment. So she said, I'm really sorry, but it was beneath me. And she said it was hurtful. I said that's just to hurt you, and I'm sorry. But Dorit was really not accepting it.
Because I don't think it was sincere either.
Well, they find out it wasn't sincere. Right, she didn't. And then she says, Sutton's like, shut up, Dorit. If you would just shut up, you could see I'm apologize for calling you brokey.
Brokey.
I was like, come on now.
I love that.
You've now they're calling her Poreet, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
Oh, my God.
Did she say that on one of the episodes, in the episode Poreet?
I
did
did
she
not.
say like in the after show or something?
I did not hear it come out of her mouth at all.
I don't remember,
Or is it just getting it like online?
I think maybe it's someone said it online. Like they had Scandival, now they have Poreet.
Right. And basically, like Erika's saying again, is it a low blow again, or is it an apology? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
And
they're right. They're absolutely right. So I think Sutton wants to appear as though she's sorry, but she doesn't really mean it.
Well, right, because she doesn't like the way she came off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you got
how she's looking. She's getting the hate now.
Oh my God. And then you got to love our Kathy Hilton, though, who comes like, you can't conquer Rome in a day.
Yeah,
it always,
really.
But wait, it's always slightly askew with Kathy because it's Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah.
So it's always just
on
the
a
slight
Kathyism.
Off business, right?
She's kind of like a Teresa, maybe, in that way.
Kathy
you know how
is
Teresa
such
from
an
Jersey can,
airhead.
like, muck up a little bit of the same. It's
How
like
about-
Kathy
wait,
does it.
I mean, we've got more to talk about, but how about when she goes back to the room, Kathy, and she picks it up and it's her brand manager?
Yeah.
Like, oh, hi. Can you hang on? Oh my God. Now we've seen Kathy go in, deconstruct herself, take off her makeup, take off her earrings,
Yeah.
wash her face, scrub it off. It's like, oh my God.
And the poor brand manager's just waiting on the
Kathy, are you there? Kathy? It's probably 30 minutes and she, excuse me. And anybody else that's normal on the other end of the line, I'm like, oh God, I don't want to hang up on Kathy.
Yeah.
Completely. I mean, sorry, the woman, I'm telling you, she's gobbling.
Well, I do.
pills.
Did you notice one more thing with Kathy? We love Kathy, everybody. We love Kathy. She looks a little tired.
She looks exhausted.
She really does. Like, I was looking
She's
at her on the
not
table
looking
and I was
good.
like,
oh no.
she looks
Haggard.
disheveled.
She looks disheveled. That's a great word.
Like something.
And imagine
something in her eyes is a little off. I'm like, I
Agreed.
think she's really tired.
and
she
imagine
needs a break.
imagine how hot it must be there.
Yeah, she looked like she was dealing with
She's
that.
not ready for that.
The
she's
heat.
always like Kyle, and she's always putting like some kind of eyelash. She's always putting eyeshadow on her lips, and Kathy's like, maybe that's why it's so dry. Kathy.
Yeah.
Like the other time, she was like, I love to put the stuff on my lips. It was like eye stuff. It's like, what
are you doing? What's
what
going
is
on up
she's
there?
like Frankenstein in there.
Yes.
Like putting herself together.
Mm.
So here's another big issue.
Yes.
Bose.
The Bose of it all with
at
the
Soho.
Soho.
I've been to the Soho House there
Where
in
is
West
it?
Side.
Is it-
So
is
it's a
this-
private club.
Okay.
It's a private club, and it's I forget. There's one in West Hollywood. There's one in London. They're all around. There's all different
it's a-
locations.
Yeah.
But it's
multiple.
very like I remember. Oh God, I had a friend who, many a friend who belonged, and we would go to dinner, and it's all like, it's up high, and you're looking out. At least the one in West Hollywood, and there's like trees inside. You know what I mean? It's very like it's just so chic, and there's an outdoor, like terrace that goes all the way around, so you're up and you're overlooking with the sunset and you're overlooking Los Angeles. I mean, it's beautiful. It's really nice inside. However, Bose was seated across the table from Kyle and his woman. But I
Mo.
didn't. But
Mo and his
sorry,
lady.
Mo
Yeah,
and his
but it's
lady.
ooh, and she wasn't cute.
Oh, she's like, yeah, she
She was
definitely
not cute.
She's like, I voice noted Kyle, and she's like, oh, she definitely not cute. And she's like, let me know what you want to do. She's like, because I've been known to run up on a man. She's like, I will run up on him. You just tell me that's, and then that is a girl's girl. Because Bose is, that's
You
what I
need
would
a friend
do.
like that.
I would call and be like, okay, she's, first of all, she's really ugly. But the
Yeah.
problem is, I would like to
Make Kyle
know,
feel a little
is
better.
it the same gal from the airport? That's what I don't understand.
I don't know. No, I think he's got multiples.
Of course he's got multiple.
He's got multiples where he's got one in Greece, he's got one in LA, he's got one in Aspen.
I mean, he's also technically a
he's
billionaire.
playing the field.
I mean,
Is
I think
he really a
I
billionaire?
think he's or the business is worth billions.
Okay.
And he's the owner. I mean, him and Kyle are the owners. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I don't know the ins and outs, but I do
'cause
know.
Kathy referenced that he doesn't have money a couple of episodes ago, which totally confused
Well,
me. And I was
maybe
like he
listen,
can't afford to pay for that.
but you don't
Not that he
know.
doesn't have money, but he couldn't afford something. And like, how could he not afford anything?
But you know, you can't really go by semantics there, right? Because
All right.
Kathy might be, but
Referencing him from back in the day.
no, but saying like, well, that's the business that has the money. He doesn't have the money
Okay.
personally. You know what I'm just
Maybe.
saying? That sounds like a little catty and something that might end. All of that shit between Kyle and Kathy was all because he used to work for Rick Hilton.
I know
at
that's
Hilton
how
and
he got his
Highland.
success.
Exactly. And then
Yeah.
took people.
And his wealth.
And took people from there. So
Yeah.
that's never going to be, you're never going to get the real story
There's
there.
contention there.
Correct. So that's always going to be a bone,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I thought that was so interesting, right?
I
And
thought
then-
it was very good of Bose to do it, though. Kyle looked a little uncomfortable, like, yeah.
Yeah,
But then
Kyle
Garcelle,
knows
of course,
how to handle it.
she's handling it well. I
She
will
is.
right now, the way she's handling all this, how she was hooking up with that girl in Greece and this, she's handling it well. But Garcelle has to come in
Garcelle.
and go right to the Morgan piece.
Garcelle.
Okay, so we love her that she's a straight shooter. But Erika, I love what Erika said.
What did Erika say again?
Erika's like, why are we
Oh.
hearing about you, Garcelle?
Right. Where's your private life?
Where's your private life? Who are you hooking up with?
That's right.
Did you peak in the 90s?
Exactly. And she's like, I know she had a good roster there in the 90s. She had Will Smith. She had,
Yeah.
Johnny Depp. She made out with all these people. But at the end of the day, who are you with now? And she's
She
like,
has a very good point. Do we know anything about Garcelle's personal love life?
no, we don't.
Or
But
maybe she doesn't have one, but she doesn't talk about it.
I think it's the latter. I think she doesn't have one because if you remember a few
She should talk
episodes
about it.
back, but remember a few episodes back when she was talking to Kyle
Yeah.
on the boat. Remember they were on the boat
Yes.
where Sutton was trying to not Sutton. No, Sutton was hitting on like the captain or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, I need to find out where I'm going as a woman. Like, I don't think she's got a roster.
Okay. So
That's
she should
my
talk
personal-
about that.
That's my personal take. She might have a few guys on the down low. I don't know.
Okay.
But we're not hearing about it. So, right. And why are you so adamant? And then she's like, I'm just mad. And then, of course, she's freaking pissed that Sutton doesn't, because they spoke about it, and Sutton doesn't speak up on her, to be like,
No,
Kyle,
she
come
doesn't
on.
chime in because she's really, really, really wants Kyle's approval, which is upsetting Garcelle because Kyle never comes in for Sutton.
Right.
To
She's
help
like-
Sutton out.
Right.
So now, but that Sutton's like very sheepish with Kyle. Like,
Right.
oh,
She just wants to
oh,
be her
Kyle,
friend.
Thank you. She
And-
just wants to be accepted as her best friend, which Garcelle points out why she likes it when Kyle is at war with Dorit.
Right,
Because
because
then
then
she's
she
better
can
friends with
slide in. But she was also like, see, I knew when Kyle did stick up for her. Where did she stick up for her in this episode? She stuck in.
Kyle, I don't remember what it was. Kyle did say something
It was
on
something
Sutton's behalf towards Dorit.
Right. And she was like,
Yeah.
see, Kyle and I are friends.
It's sad.
We are. And now everybody knows it.
Yeah.
That's what I was like,
a child.
you loser.
Like, she's my friend and
Loser.
she's going to have ice cream and play ball with me.
Loser. Loser.
Loser.
Anyway, so right, she's pissed at her infatuation with Kyle, and then they go back,
Yeah.
and she's like,
did you see the eyes Garcelle was giving Sutton, though? She looked so mad at that table. She was just like,
like, uh-huh.
Yeah, I see you. And she said it. I see you, Sutton. I see
Or
you.
you know what? If I was Garcelle, and if Garcelle really wanted to push it to the next level, I would have said, Sutton, we've had a discussion about this. Why don't you chime in here?
Yeah, sure. She could have done that. Yeah.
Really, now that would be Sutton. Sorry, that would be Garcelle really trying to stir the pot.
Oh, yeah. Because she'll stir the pot in real time, but she does say a lot in her confessionals too.
I don't know.
So, like, why didn't you say that in real time? But anyway.
So then she goes to bed. She's mad. She's like, okay,
She's
good night.
mad.
And then
Yeah.
Sutton, how
So
about
this is the first time I think her and Sutton kind of like had this real tension.
Well, she said, this is we had our first fight. And then she said, here? Like, they've obviously had, like, for our first fight here. And like, Garcelle's like, we've had fights before. Have you not thought that, Sutton?
Yeah.
But then I just thought, here's where you see Sutton's real true self, because Jennifer Tilly just like tried to like rub her arm or just be a friend. And she was like, I need a moment to myself here. I think, Jennifer. Jennifer's like,
Oh, was this when they were on the catamaran?
No, this is when they were
when they were in the living room, in the hotel room when Garcelle went to
trying
bed.
to be your friend, and you're like, I need a moment to myself. Yeah. So I can bad talk and I can be mad at myself and shameful. Like, shut up, Sutton. She is insufferable. Absolutely.
I guess she really is. It's just I hate her.
I don't like her either.
I hate her.
Guess what? I hate her too. There, I said it. We both said it.
I don't know if people are going to be upset by that, but I just know.
She's horrible this season.
She's awful.
But you know what?
She's
The
awful.
setback's always better than, what is it? The comeback's always better than the setback or the whatever, So like, come back.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so
we go to the.
I just have one thing. We go to the boat. Before we go to the boat, Dorit's look where she's got the Chanel necklace on, where she kind of looks. She's got the pearls and like a white shirt. She kind of looks like Madonna and like a Chanel vampire, like all rolled into one.
Okay.
That look with the Chanel necklace. Do you know the one I'm talking about? She kind of looked like she was from Transylvania, but then she had like pearls all over everything, and I was like, she's got a little Madonna going.
She just
kind of cool.
Always her style is really cool.
It was cool.
She just always looked good to me, and she really goes like she's got like the latest of everything. It's great.
I know. And then I thought it was funny before we get to the catamaran that they're all taking their pictures in their thirst traps.
Oh, I noticed it too. Wasn't that great?
And Sutton
they
sucks.
have like their own like clique crew with them.
Oh my god,
who's just doing their social media stuff.
Oh my god, right? They're all just influencers,
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, by the way, Erika looked fabulous too.
Oh god,
and then so good.
Her hat,
she's just
Sutton's
so
horrible hat.
Oh,
Dorit's hat was hilarious. This ginormous.
Oh, that was a ginormous. It was like blowing in the wind.
It reminded me of the urban sombrero for Seinfeld. For all you Seinfelders out there, you'll know what I'm talking about. Just this big oversized hat. And then when
she can pull it off.
Oh yeah,
Dorit is gorgeous too.
Bows with the bikini with the big ponytail chain.
I love it.
Amazing.
She's amazing.
So Tilly also talks about her Dolce & Gabbana Alta Moda earrings. There's only one of a kind. You can't get them at the Dolce & Gabbana boutique. Rich.
Yeah.
Bitch.
And Erika is just like fanning on her and her style and her things all the time. She's like, oh.
I know. And I thought it was also like a little insert before we talk about what's the name, Sutton going off. Like, what the fuck do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
Kyle said she doesn't see Kim really that much anymore. And that made me sad.
It made me sad
to hear that, honestly.
Yeah.
Because Kim's got enough shit.
She's been in the news fairly recently.
Well, she was on a 5150 hold, a psychiatric hold for 2 days. That's not good.
I think she was also in one of Kyle's houses and she was told to leave. Like, it's just not good.
Because she's probably drinking.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's when you have to be tough love. And she's like, we're really just not that close. And I thought,
I think that, between the substance abuses and a little bit of the mental breakdowns that she has, you know, it's sad. It is sad.
So they get on there and Erika is noticed, which I love. Here we go with Erika.
Oh, I love it. I'm eating this up.
Erika, I've noticed you're not compassionate to women who are going through the worst times of their lives.
Right.
And then she's like, I've watched you do it to Kyle and to me and Dorit. And you pose as a friend and work as an enemy.
She does.
That was fan-fucking-tastic.
Erika is so smart.
So smart. She just has your freaking number.
She's got you, babe.
She's like, I've had enough. I've had enough with watching this woman and how she operates. And it's like,
see, that's how I see her. And I think a lot of viewers see her.
Absolutely. And then the way she said,
you,
Sutton saying,
Sutton.
"You're saying I mistreat women" is a strong statement. See, she only hears what she wants to hear.
Yeah, she's
not
just
like you're
picking it
doing
out.
it to the women in this group.
Right. So
Right?
she's trying to talk to the viewers now.
Exactly.
Like,
So,
viewers, this is how Erika thinks of all women.
right.
And then
Or
Erika's
you
like, "Are
are
we
with
getting
all
into
women.
semantics now?"
Right. No, that
Like,
was
get the
right.
hell out of here. She's absolutely right. We all know what Erika meant.
And
And
Erika's
everybody
like,
knew what Erika
"You've
meant.
been hard on Dorit, and you've been kicking a fucking dog while she's at her lowest."
She
But-
has.
And she has been.
She has.
So, I don't know.
Have we all forgotten what Dorit is going through? She's
And
going
then
through
Sutton's
hell
like,
right now.
"We're always waiting for the other shoe to drop with Erika. I thought
Yeah.
we were good." And then, of course, they go through all those clips and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Sutton just loses her mind.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What do you all fucking want from me?"
Here's her mental
She
breakdown.
goes into psycho Sutton mode. "What do you want?"
I had zero compassion for her.
Zero.
Zero.
And Sutton,
I'm
pick
sorry.
on somebody else. Why? Why does anybody have to be picked on? Which is what they were saying.
Mhm.
I was like, Sutton's really going to blow. And Dory looked so fab under her hat, just sticking the needles in.
I love it.
Dory in her big urban sombrero.
Yeah,
hat,
I
just like,
know.
"Oh, uh-huh,
Mhm.
uh-huh."
Well,
And-
Dorit has been stewing since this wallet comment and interrupting her conversation about Jagger and all that, calling her a bitch in her own house.
And Dory basically
she's been
says,
stewing, and now she's getting it back. Sutton's
right,
getting
and
it
Dory's
back.
saying, like, her words and her actions don't match.
That's
and
right.
I knew the apology from
Yeah.
last night wasn't sincere.
Yeah.
Because of what's happening right at this very moment.
She proved her point. You know, like Bose, going back to Bose at the dinner, she did say, "I see that Dorit has a hard time giving apologies, but also taking apologies." But that that wasn't I love Bose. That wasn't the best assessment, because I totally understand why Dorit did not take that apology, because it wasn't sincere.
Right. And she's just the apologizer, like Ramona.
Yeah.
That Bethany Frankel called Ramona. She's the apologizer. That's her super
It's her go-to.
Right. That's her superhero name. The apologizer. Here she comes. And it's the same as Sutton.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you've got Sutton. Sutton's like, "It's not going to be Sutton on trial at sea. It's just not."
Sutton on trial by the sea.
And then Tilly with, "Well, on last week on Crazy Yacht from Hell." It was like total silence. And then you see Sutton in the doorway. "I need a moment."
Oh.
And then she's standing in the doorway with the wind just blowing and the hat. I was like, oh, breathing. She has to breathe. The drama. She's got the vapors. Oh my God. Sutton, please.
She's dishing it out, and she can't take it.
Sutton.
And like I said, she cowers when she
does.
gets
Sutton,
a little ambush.
Here's an idea.
Yeah.
Throw yourself overboard. There's an idea.
Thank you.
And then she's like, "I hate these fucking bitches."
Oh, that was really funny.
Oh, it was funny. I was
because you don't
thinking,
usually hear her
with the
cursing
wind,
so much
she's
like that. I
talking to
hate
herself.
these fucking bitches.
And then Kathy Hilton again is like, "These boat rides really aren't working out." Doogie, are you there? Doogie, are you there? Doogie. Anyway, so it was. I mean, that was a chock.
It was a lot. It
full.
ended on a to be continued.
It is. Oh, right.
So this is like
So
ended on a
maybe-
cliffhanger. Like, what are we gonna see?
Maybe we have something to look forward to. Like Sutton really does throw herself overboard.
Maybe.
And it's like a Goldie Hawn moment or whatever. It's the movie Overboard. And it's that whole scenario. Because that would be fucking. Could you imagine if Sutton Strack threw herself overboard and had to land in like some sort of plebeian's house, some sort of townsperson
Oh my
in
god.
St. Lucia? My God. That would just be unbelievable.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna rescue Sutton? Who's on Sutton's side right now? Not many people. On
No.
that
Oh,
boat.
and I watch What Happens Live. Leslie Bibb was on from the White
I
Lotus.
saw some of
Are
it.
you watching
Leslie
White Lotus?
doesn't like Sutton.
Are you
either.
watching? She hates her. It was so funny. She's like, and all the polls were
I'm with
against
Leslie
Sutton.
Bibb. Thank God.
All the polls were against. Who else? It was Garcelle.
It was
Gar-
Garcelle. Yeah.
Oh, Garcelle was trying to be nice to Sutton too. Like, and I'm like, Garcelle, why are you being so nice?
I don't
Like,
know.
I get it. She's your friend, but I don't know.
I don't know why she's her friend sometimes. Anyway,
I feel like I've given birth, like
I know
getting that out. There was a lot of expository. There was a lot of storytelling. There was a lot of exposition
there was a lot of
in that episode.
anguish from Sutton.
Lot of storytelling in
Yeah,
that
there
episode.
was.
But why don't we just move ourselves down to Real Housewives of
Let's
Atlanta?
do it.
Hotlanta.
Hotlanta.
So,
So what are you thinking?
well, I'm finally involved. Oh, Shamea.
You got all caught up.
Shamea. I can't with the $430,000 car,
Ooh,
with
that was
the
something.
Versace wallpaper.
Oh my God.
I mean, the FU money that comes from HVAC and airports.
Amazing, right?
I can't even imagine the FU cash.
Yeah.
Like, holy
Crazy
shite.
ass cash, this woman.
So have we seen her husband yet?
I think they showed him a little at her birthday party in the background, but not really. He isn't coming in yet.
I didn't get
Didn't see much. I'm sure they're going to bring him in. I'm very curious to see. But she seems very happy, lovely marriage.
Well, we're talking now. We're basically on the couch. We're picking it up there, right? From last week. They're talking on the couch.
Yeah.
And Portia, I don't know. Portia really doesn't care about Drew.
No.
Basically. But this is the whole now back and forth between. And, Drew, for me, I haven't seen Drew yet. So I didn't watch the last couple of seasons.
Same.
So she's a newbie.
To
really,
me and you.
For me.
Like, she's new to us.
I mean, it was nice to see Kenya there, and I'm kind of going to miss her because there's just so much new energy.
I do like Kenya.
I like Kenya too.
I do. I like her.
And I'm finding myself with a little anxiety, a little angst about it, that she's going to be gone.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be like all these newbies are taking over. But basically, Portia, Drew is basically going back at her, and she's like, Dennis has been her angel on earth.
Mm-hmm.
Earth angel, earth angel.
But
anyway,
what I'd like to know is Dennis a producer?
He must be.
Of some kind.
Wait, I thought Dennis was a hot dog king. He owns a hot dog business. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
If any of our listeners, YouTubers, listeners,
he's a promoter of some kind.
I think he's the hot dog guy. I think he has a hot dog business.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I gotta look into
chicken,
this. Okay.
or something, but I'm pretty sure it's hot dogs. But maybe he is the music producer. And she's like, he had me record this song, and Portia, he cried. It was for you and him.
Yeah.
Cried.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
See,
and then
I don't know the backstory either, how they broke up. Like, what happened with them? They have their daughter together.
I think he cheated on her.
Oh, okay.
I'm not positive, but I think he cheated on her because they were engaged but never got married.
He's not that cute.
No.
She's gorgeous.
Actually, he even looks better. He looks better now than when I remember him. Like,
oh, he looked worse?
He definitely looked worse.
Ooh.
And this is him looking better with a glow up. This is him with a glow up.
Okay, that's not saying
so you can imagine. And then I love Portia's comeback. She's like,
Yikes.
I don't care if you marry, fuck him, or kill. And then, of course, they did it. She's like, I don't care. And then she's like, I brought you in to work on the hair business.
Yeah.
So she is pissed. And she's like,
she's
very you a low down, dirty individual.
Yeah.
She said, you low down, dirty. And Portia's like, you're fucking with the wrong one.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't fuck with Portia.
I would never.
Now she's the queen bee.
Yeah, she is.
And then she goes to the producer. Can I break the fourth wall? And she starts talking about all this stuff as if.
Yeah, she was like, Drew was going behind Portia's back
and
to film and try to get Dennis to film with her on the show.
What she's pissed about.
Yeah,
she's doesn't really give a shit
to the show with her,
right? And
I don't know as a couple or as a promoter,
or
just
who knows,
to bring them in together.
Get her music in.
She wants a storyline too, I guess. Drew,
I know, but don't go after Dennis. That is, and then at the end of the show, I mean, that's that whole last scene. But she's like, it's going to be trouble for you, Dennis, if you literally shoot with anybody.
Yes.
But me.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed.
But why? Why would this woman do this? And plus, it's like basically like being her friend. And then Cynthia's like, then they cut to Cynthia. She's like, it's not going to be the first time you lied, or the second time, or the third time, even the fourth time. She's like, so clearly she's a liar. And then she's like, I gave you an opportunity with Go Naked. Is that her? Is that her hair extension line? It
I'm
must
guessing.
be.
I was wondering what Go Naked was too.
It's wigs or extensions. It's one of the two because she's like, I let you in on the hair business. You know?
So they must have been, I mean, it
You're
looks
gonna
like they had
stab
a
me in the
friendship.
back.
They were friends, and now she's stabbing her in the back. So, and you don't take someone's man. Even if the man isn't with them anymore, you don't do that.
Definitely the ex and the father of her baby.
Yeah.
Like they have a good relationship.
Yeah, they
apparently
well
and
together.
Don't make it now.
muck it
Like
up.
I'd be pissed too.
I'd be pissed too.
Don't
I'd be
mess with
pissed
my
too.
baby daddy.
And don't film with him. My
Right.
God.
Well, that's what he's saying, you know?
Yeah.
And then, and then there's this whole thing, another storyline about Shamea and the surrogate
Yeah.
of her little
Okay, so
Shiloh.
you want to go to that because that really touched my heart.
Yeah, well, Kristen and I both, for listeners that don't know or just
Yeah.
first-time listeners, we're both special needs moms.
Yeah.
And her daughter seems to have a chromosomal abnormality.
It
I
does.
believe.
It looks like that. Did you see the first episode when they showed the daughter? You can tell that there was something.
She's the most beautiful little
She's
girl in the
beautiful.
world.
But she has those delays. You can see.
Right, and my son has a super rare disease. Plus, he has autism.
Right.
So
and my son has autism and the delays.
right,
So
and we are special needs
Yeah.
moms. So this really like touches us.
Sure.
And
But
I
what a
don't know.
story about her surrogate. You know,
Yeah.
her surrogate
Had
got
breast
breast
cancer.
cancer while she was pregnant with this little girl.
I understand.
So,
listen, genetics
yeah.
is a crazy thing.
Yeah.
And, being a surrogate is a wonderful thing. But I wonder how the breast cancer, I wonder if that caused the abnormality.
That's what
I guess you'll
even
never
Shamea
know.
Or what is the girl? Shadina. That's what
Shadina.
Shadina was saying.
Yeah.
She feels bad. But what was lovely
how could
about
that be?
Shamea was that
Oh,
don't
right.
even say
Like,
that I
she
love
didn't
you
want
and I
her to
love my
be
daughter.
upset. Oh,
she
yeah.
didn't want her to feel bad about it.
And that's right. And it's so, I know how she feels sitting there.
Yeah.
Not that I had a surrogate, but to get diagnoses and then to be in this whole planet. And then
Yeah.
now she's saying, but I want to grow my family because she's got like 2 embryos somewhere.
Yeah, she has, I think,
2
4
and
in
4.
total.
Right. She had a boy and a girl
Yeah.
somewhere and 2 boys or 2
Yeah.
girls or something. But now, of course, she wants them to be healthy and she's scared.
Like she can't carry herself, so she needs a surrogate again.
Right.
I think she's looking for a surrogate.
think,
She's
know
looking
what?
for more children. Her husband wants more children too.
Right. They want to grow their family.
Yeah.
And basically, with all I know about, it sounds just like it was just an anomaly that I think if it
Yeah.
was me. Now, granted, I never had another child because I was always afraid it would happen again.
Okay, right.
And they were
Right.
like, the odds of it happening again are 1 in like 20 zillionth millionth.
Right.
Because it was so rare the first time around.
Yeah.
But to me, it's
a
like,
rare one.
unless God himself was in front of me going,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't have handled
Yeah.
another.
Well,
with-
that was probably
with-
why.
and
right?
so when
after
she-
Miles, you couldn't.
Right. I was
you didn't.
so
You knew your hands
afraid.
were so full.
Right. My
to-
hands are so full with him that,
Yeah.
oh my God, how can I even think about, because if there is another child with another issue, I'm
Yeah.
not going to be able to handle it.
Right.
And so when she said, pardon me, when Shamea said that at the end,
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, I totally hear what she's saying,
Yes.
feel, because she is scared now. Like,
Yeah.
is this going to happen again?
Of course.
Because she already has 1 child, right?
She does. She has an older daughter who's like 6 or 5 or something.
And now
Shiloh.
Shiloh. Got it.
That's a beautiful name.
It is.
That's
Neil
Angelina
Diamond.
Jolie's daughter's name, isn't it? She has a daughter named Shiloh, I thought.
Oh, no,
The Angelina Pitt
maybe-
baby. The
Sh-
older.
Shiloh Jolie Pitt.
Yeah,
I
Shiloh
think you-
Jolie
Yeah,
Pitt.
you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. And it's also a Neil Diamond song.
Oh, it is.
Shiloh, when I was young, I used to call your name when no one else would come. Shiloh, you always came. That's a Neil Diamond
I
tune.
love
me some Neil Diamond.
Love Neil Diamond.
So now, okay. Wait. Now we must talk about Angela, who's married to Charles Oakley.
Tell me what you think.
Sorry,
Who
but
does
I
she
really
look like?
think this woman's nose job is reminiscent of that of Michael Jackson. This is all I could think of. All I could think of was like, my God,
So she did have a nose
it's
job.
Michael Jackson. I
She's
don't know
got,
if
like,
that's
a
her
tiny
actual
baby
nose job,
nose.
but I'm going out on a limb
Okay.
and saying that's not her actual nose.
Okay.
That's got to be a nose job. But like,
Mm.
it's so reminiscent of Michael Jackson. I can't. And then I heard it somewhere else. Then I thought of it and said it, and then somebody else, I either read it
Mm-hmm.
or heard somebody else say something about Michael Jackson, and I'm like, exactly, like it looks like him.
Now I'm going to be thinking of Michael Jackson.
Oh my God, it's all I can think of. No, Angela is now MJ to me. Like that's all I can think of.
What I like about her though is she is self-made. So
I
she
love
is
it.
not like a basketball wife.
And listen, I'm not
She
trying
is a
to.
self-made
She's the
millionaire.
insurance company one.
No, I think it's a financial firm. The insurance company is Brit.
Oh, it's Brit.
She's another self-made. Good for her.
And listen, I'm not trying to just
I do
pick her on
respect.
her looks. She's obviously a beautiful woman, but
She's beautiful.
It's all I could think of.
Beautiful kids.
it's all I could think of.
Yeah.
All I can think. And
Now
then
it'll be
and then all I think about is Oakley. Your car wash sucks.
Oh, it
sucks. They use dirty rags,
dirty
to clean
water,
the inside of
brown
the car,
water to clean your
horror,
car.
all the inside. Like
No.
last time I was in one of those, they had open Tic Tacs. Like I was like, "What's going on? I can't even buy a pack of Tic Tacs in here."
Oh no.
I mean, he has nothing to do with these things. He's just the name.
He's just the
he just
owns it, but
He's
like
just
that
the name. They need somebody big behind it.
He's not running
the
He's
day to
not
day.
running it.
Trust me, because I think our friend Charles Oakley would do a better job.
Yeah,
because he looks
course.
like a very handsome fella.
Yeah, yes.
Very put together man.
I
Now,
am sure.
Kenya rolls up, shows up in her Rolls. Was it a Rolls or a Bentley?
I don't know.
It's a Bentley or Rolls. I can't believe I put Rolls, but I think I mean Bentley.
Oh, maybe it was
Either way.
She seems like a Bentley person, but
Yeah.
Shamea got the Rolls. She got the $430,000.
She got the $430,000 Rolls.
Yes.
I love a Rolls Royce.
Beautiful.
I'm sorry. That is. I would love.
That
a
means you
Rolls
made
child,
it
though.
when you got one.
$430,000 on a car.
Yeah.
On a car.
On a car.
Think about it.
Right.
But Kenya shows up, and I love that her and Portia have their love-hate relationship.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
And they showed one of my favorite clips of all time. Portia going to Kenya. Bye, Ashy. Bye, Ashy. I say that I'm always like, bye. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I was going to say, I'd love to know what ashy
I think
really
it means.
means.
I think a friend told me this. I think it means like when your skin is dry.
Okay.
If you're a black woman and your skin is dry,
you have it
has
a dry
an
look
ashy appearance.
I
think that, but it's hilarious. I just love the way she said it. Bye, Ashy.
She's so good at throwing the shade.
Makes me laugh. And I was thinking of that. And of course, there comes, because it's classic Portia. It's vintage Portia.
Oh, yeah.
But now because they have kids, they bonded. So I love that.
Yeah, their kids are around the same age and they're both have girls.
Their outfits. First of all, did you see the outfits that they
Yes.
showed up in? Like, holy shit.
For these ladies to get ready, how long must it take?
Hours. That has to,
just to put it into your hair and your makeup and your outfit and
the
oh
shoes
my God.
and the car. I mean,
Jeez.
Granted, now, listen, they are on a TV show. So it's the same as hair and makeup for a television show, right? You got to show up, even if you're not doing what these ladies do.
Yeah.
And that's why they need their glam teams. I'm telling you, Portia probably sits there for 4 hours.
I'm telling you,
Kenya,
she has
too.
to.
Between the hair and the
alone.
lashes and the jewelry and the dress and the shoes and the makeup and the wigs. My God.
Oh, my God.
It's got to take a good 4 hours.
Yeah, really.
But they look incredible.
They really do. They do.
I mean,
they're absolutely gorgeous. Well, Kenya is gorgeous. I mean, she was Miss USA.
She was Miss Universe.
Did she make it to Miss Universe?
I believe she was not.
I believe it.
Wait. You might be right, but I'm almost positive she was Miss Universe.
Wow.
Like, Universe.
Yes.
Like, hello.
Yeah. And she's got to be at least 50 or more.
Age.
Yeah, she's
like
stunning.
52. You know what I mean? In that range. But I love how Dennis and Portia's saying, she's like, we have a good relationship, and he's Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
No. It's not,
Yeah.
And she's like, but that's her issue. Oh, and then she was talking about this whole Simon Gubadia thing.
Oh, she's his fifth wife.
Oh my God.
One of the marriages wasn't a real marriage. It was a fake marriage. What background does this
And then
guy
she's
have?
like, first of all, she was just rolling these like things off. Wait, she was rolling these things off and my mouth was hanging open. She was like, well, we were in a jet that was surrounded by the police. And she's like, what's going on? Let me tell you, if I was sitting in a jet with my supposed billionaire husband or soon-to-be husband and there were police all over I'd be shitting my pants and asking fucking questions.
Oh, my God.
Like, what is going on? Well, I guess she did.
He's a big-ass scammer.
Then they were in a car that was stolen. She's saying they were sitting in a car and that he's a Nigerian scammer.
Yeah,
and he's also had chicks in the house. Like,
yeah. And he was doing some nasty stuff to her on social media. This guy's a bad dude. No wonder she's getting out of that. Oh my God.
No. So, oh my God. And apparently I read somewhere, and I think it was on, somebody posted like the government website, that he's sitting in an ICE facility.
Yeah, he's going to get deported. That's been in the news. Yes. Unbelievable. And another one, he is not cute.
No, eek.
Oh my
and she
God.
is so freaking gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
Men, what is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Like, what is wrong with these men in Atlanta?
I don't know.
So then we saw a little bit of Kelly's restaurant, and we saw
yeah,
Britt.
I think I like her.
What do you think? I do. I'm not.
She's got a very successful business. She's a businesswoman. She had a bad marriage.
I'm not sure.
Police
She's
were
got the
involved
4
with
girls.
that marriage too.
She's got the 4 girls.
She's got 4 girls.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we did
twins and then 2 older daughters, I think.
All right. Well, we'll see what goes down with that.
No, I think
Britt
we're getting to know her.
Britt's the one with the insurance agency, and I
getting
think
to know her too.
I think her hubby, he ain't no.
He looks like someone that would be hanging out like in a dive bar somewhere. You know what I mean?
Just like
would be wearing like some dirty T-shirt going, hi.
No,
and
no.
Another one. She's gorgeous and so put together and so successful. What's she doing with this average Joe?
I just do not know.
I don't know. Maybe he's amazing. Well, she did say that when they dated in the beginning, they went to Vegas and she didn't sleep with him and they still had a fabulous time.
Right.
Maybe that was the test.
She put it out there. She put it out there that wasn't happening. And then they went and had a great time.
Yeah.
And then they're talking about Dennis and Drew having a business relationship. This was Drew talking to Michael Jackson, a.k.a. Angela.
At the gym.
Oh, my God. Right. And then she's like, they have a business relationship.
And Angela are like very good friends.
And then she's at war with her husband going through a divorce.
Yeah, she's going through a divorce. All these women are
going
through these terrible divorces. I think the husband's living in the basement or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's almost worse than Beverly Hills.
Yeah. So I feel bad if she's going through an emotional turmoil herself, Drew.
And then they were saying something to the point, like Michael Jackson was saying that, says to Shamea that, you're being a Portia lapdog.
Yeah.
That Portia's assistant. And then she was like,
she and Portia are best friends. They've been friends for like 30 years, she was saying.
Right.
Since they're kids.
And that's why she's on the show, obviously, from Portia.
But I can see why she's the star. I love Shamea.
If you look up lapdog in the dictionary, you'd see Shamea's picture. Snap. I think it's so funny.
I love these shades that these women are throwing.
They're fun.
Classic lines.
They're fun.
Classic.
And then Dennis rolls up there at the ball pit, and basically they're just talking about like Dennis. He's like, I would never bang Drew.
Yeah.
He'd never touch her. And Portia said, just don't film with her.
Yeah.
I don't care. But if you're filming with anybody, then don't use my platform against me.
Yes.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, and I get it.
This is where Portia makes her money.
Of course.
So what are you doing?
And probably more than ever, Portia needs this job.
But let me tell you.
She needs this platform.
If Dennis turns around and starts to film with Drew, that's going to be trouble. And I don't know what kind of a guy Dennis is, but he's obviously not a great guy if he's cheated on Portia. They didn't even get to the altar.
Yeah. And why would he want to film with Drew? For him, what would it be for him?
He was saying he doesn't want to. He was saying he doesn't want to, and he wouldn't do that.
Why,
and he wouldn't sleep with her. And she's like, I don't care. So that's pretty much it from Atlanta.
Okay, that's it.
It was a pretty much a roll through, but
it was, and I think we've only got a few more episodes left with Kenya. So,
oh my God!
And remember, who takes over for Kenya is Phaedra.
Oh,
and we love Phaedra.
Hell, Queen Phaedra.
She'll put these women to shame.
She will bring her donkey booty in there and take over. Yes. Phaedra, I cannot wait to see you.
One more thing.
Traitor extraordinaire.
Speaking of donkey booty, did you love in the first episode when Portia got stuck in the elevator with her booty?
Oh, it was great.
That was the best.
Holding it open with her butt. Unbelievable.
Amazing.
All right, Atlanta. We are out from Atlanta. So that's it for Beverly Hills and Atlanta. And now, Kristen, we are going to be dropping on Tuesdays and Thursdays for listeners. So
that's right.
No more of all this all over the place. We apologize. We will be dropping now on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you can look for us then. And we'll see you next time.
We will see you next time.
The ladies in the living room are out from the living room. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.